All right, so let's go through the trending software now that the faceplates are taken care of. The faceplates are very important for operation. Your history view is very important for operation as well. You should be running your plant. A lot of people say anyway, I've heard it from a lot of clients that people should be running the plant with trends, and this is how you access your trends. It's definitely an option at any rate. Process history, it shows recorded data from tags and displays them on a graph. Each graph can be displayed up to 8 trended parameters. So it's quite a few. Most people keep it a little more limited than that, but eight can get a little busy. Each trend can be compressed, amplified, and moved around with the ranges. So this is what it'll look like when you bring it up. Process history view. Kind of a nice, kind of notice this emblem. This is the logo of it. So if you see that in your HMIs, you can click it and get to here. Also, we'll have some trending buttons on your HMI, which will bring you up to pre-built process history view charts. Right away, you'll see the graph, and you'll notice that they're color-coded. So this one's gold, and that will associate with this one, which is gold. So you'll see FT2206, volume flow, and it'll tell you the value. It's 216 gallons per minute in the timestamp. Now you see a lot of dots here. Generally, that's after the decimal place. But if you want to, you can usually click on the line and spread it out and try to find exactly what that means. The graphs are on these ranges, so the green one's on this range, and you'll notice this one's a different range than this one, so that's important to note. Also, you'll notice all these change, alarm, event on the bottom. Now they seem to all kind of pull all the way back to here, so they try to touch here, right? So something big happened right here, so you can go down and see, okay, so everything's happened at 4:36 p.m. on this date, and there was an alarm or an event or a change, and I'll try to tell you where it happened, and then what happened, who did it. So there's a new value here. Somebody changed the value. Who changed it? The operator did. Now that'd be your name if you're logging in with names. It'd be, so-and-so Carson Merkel and change that. So those type of things are pretty useful when you're trying to troubleshoot or trying to figure out what opportunities you can take advantage of. So we've got the toolbar that we're going to go through right now. Right, so this is what it looks like when it's popped up. And I want to go through the toolbar, the top part, where you can actually do a few things. Let's check that out. Up here, you can create a new trend. So if you're done looking at that trend, you can create a new one. You just click that point right there. You can open a saved trend by doing the folder. So if you save one and you want to pull it up again in the future, you can do that. You can save a trend. If you start saving trends a lot, you'll want to be cognizant of how to politely save trends. So you don't just want to start dropping your saved trends all over the place. You try to make an organized method of doing that. If your manager hasn't clarified how he wants you to save trends, one way to kind of fall back on is to put your name on a folder and then keep your stuff in your folder. That way you're not cluttering up everybody's trends. That's a good way to do it, especially if you have a shared username like operator. You can print a trend. You can modify the filter settings. So if you want to filter through things and don't want to see other things, you can modify that there. You can reset filter settings. So if you want to go back to the original way it was the last time it was saved, you can do that. You can configure your trends. So if you want to change your colors and other things like that, and the backgrounds of the graph, you can do that there. You can scroll back a little or a lot. You can scroll back a little. And scroll back, what I mean by that is you're changing this timeline. So this timeline looks like 4 hours or more. Anyway, you can go back in time, the whole thing. So this one will go back 4 hours, and then this side will go back 4 hours. So hopefully that explains what scroll back is, and go around and play around. It'd be easy to understand. Scroll forward a lot. Jump to the current time. So let's say you scrolled back a couple months and you don't want to go with it. You don't want to click this 1,000 times. You just click that, it'll go right back to the current time. Configure the chart, so you can change the chart. You can change the events. This is the events. This is the chart. Add a trend to the chart. So if you don't have 8 yet and you want to add another one, you can do that with that button. You can restore the chart to the last time you saved it. You can increase the time span. So rather than scrolling, let's say you want to add more time to it and keep this time the same, you can increase the time span there. You can decrease the time span as well. So let's say you want to zoom into something, you can do that. You can snapshot a value, tile windows horizontal the way it is right now. So you see they're horizontal, they're on top of each other. Or you can tile them vertical, so you can go like that as well. So they're side by side. And then there's help topics. If you have any questions, that's a good place to start. And they have books online as well.